not that stupid. Just for that, I'm gonna spend my whole childhood eating what I want and doing drugs when I want. Whatever, I do what I want.
No, wait!
Well, guys, we are back here with Zen, and he ditched me last week to go do his schoolwork.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so since you ditched me last week, how did you feel when Cloud9 won the trophy this week?
I felt fucking amazing. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, man, there's a lot going on right now in the off-season. There's Doublelift going back to TSM. There's other teams that will probably end up making moves on their part too. So, it's a lot of stuff going on. So what do you think?
First off, about the Doublelift one?
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll make TSM better, to be honest. I think until we know what the jungler is, we don't know if that team's gonna be better.
Yeah, I think that we gotta know who the team will be playing around, and that means that Doublelift is leaving Core JJ, a person he just won 2 titles with, just to play with Biofrost, who hasn't won a title since 2017 summer? Yeah. So, yeah, it's crazy for TSM. I think their ceiling is incredibly high. You have Doublelift, Bjergsen, Broken Blade, now Doublelift and Biofrost. They're at least like top 4, top 3 in all their roles. Dardoch is, you know, arguably maybe a middle of pack jungler from his performance last split, but I think they could be Cloud9's rival for the split.
I definitely think so. I think once TSM starts to form an identity, like you said, as to where they should focus on or where to focus on, then I think we'll definitely have a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, there's issues that always plague TSM, and a lot of people have this idea of, like, what they should be playing in their idea of their roster. Like, if you put a roster of Bjergsen, Doublelift, Biofrost, Broken Blade, and Dardoch on paper, you'd think they'd be some early game aggressive team who gets all the leads, all the dragons, Rift Heralds, but TSM never play literally to the point where people are expecting them to be. Like, Bjergsen doesn't even play the way most people anticipate he should be playing. You know, aggressive, flashy. He's kind of just a, you know, standard farm mid laner. Does the right thing when he needs to. So, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think each of their lanes, like bot lane, mid lane, and top lane, each can play a carry. And obviously we know that not everybody can play the carry role at the same time. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see who will know how to play weak side and, you know, which side will be the stronger carry, either top side or bot side.
It's either gank for TSM's part owner or gank for the dude who's sleeping with their boss.
or gank the Ewok. Don't forget the Ewok, bro.
It's been pretty crazy that Cloud9 hasn't won a title since 2014 spring. Yeah, it's been a long time, man. Holy crap. Having to go through all that sneaky drama when the split first started, and then having to go through a lot of what we actually went through before that. You know, a lot of people were saying, yeah, Jack lost the off season. You know, Sneaky's gone, so Cloud9 is done. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I definitely think going into it, obviously there were so many questions. Like, I'm pretty sure the biggest 2 questions going into for C9 was Sven, how he would be doing. And obviously he proved us that, you know, he still got it in him. And the second question was Blabber. And obviously he just got MVP. So I think C9 knows what they do. Their management is fucking amazing. So yeah, I think I'm pretty confident in them.
Also, what do you think will happen with TL now that Doublelift is going to be leaving them?
Yeah, so for TL, most likely, you know, they're gonna, in my opinion, I think they're gonna stick with Tactical. They have won some games with Tactical, and the team did, in my opinion, did pretty well with Tactical. And I think it's good that TL maybe gives a chance to let this rookie, you know, grow and develop.
Broxa was joking about joining TSM, and I was like, maybe not this split, obviously, but what if Broxa did join TSM next split, and then Dardoch goes back to Team Liquid.
That would be a fucking shit show, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my-
mean, that team, I don't even know how that would function, you know?
No, it's just people don't understand because they're not like newer, like older watchers like us. We know about Breaking Point and shit, so it's like,
Yeah,
why would he go back after he had all that shit happen with TL? Like, if he goes back to TL, it would be like that Thanos saying from Avengers Endgame, "You could not with your own failure."
Dude, and then Steve just has to put Loco back as a head coach, and you know, we got the storyline part two.
Oh my god! People said that LCS is just gonna be a sitcom and a drama now. It's like it's not even that serious. It's like TL wanted to trade him, and he's going to TSM. You know how people brought up the thing where it's like, oh, he sabotaged TL's split just to go back to TSM and get with his girlfriend. But he was with that girl when he was beating TSM on TL. Like, what is going through people's fucking minds?
Like, that has to be like the stupidest like
Narrative I've ever heard in my life. Yeah.
ever before, yeah.
And we've been watching for a long time, so we've heard shitty, stupid narratives before, but this one has to be the most retarded. And people don't understand. I've actually met Doublelift in person. Several times when I went to the LCS, he does not come off like that type of person to me. I don't
Like-
think he would do it. I just don't personally think he would do it.
I mean, like, even if you look at the other options, right? When you look at the LCS, like, TSM was his best option. Like, EG is not going to change, 100 Thieves not going to change. And the others, like, FlyQuest and downwards, I don't think Doublelist would want to join. So it had to be TSM.
Yeah, I personally agree, because you gotta factor in, like, people want to say Doublelift trashed them to go to TSM just to take away, because they're trying to use that as an excuse to reason why TL sucked. Yeah, right. Come on. They were bad. Even if Doublelift played decently well this split, they were still bad, though. Like, Impact still was a shit show. Core JJ, like, ran around with his head cut off. Broxton had come into week 4. Fucking Jensen was, like, the only consistent thing about them. They had to play with an Oceanic jungler, and I don't wish that on my worst enemy. You know, it's just, I don't think that people need to be looking at it that way. And people need to understand, if he is caught with that, like doing what people assume that he did, what he didn't do, I'm just gonna put that out there. It's that he'd be blacklisted, not blacklisted. You know, what's that word? Canceled. Cancel culture. Is that what people do nowadays? Yeah, he would get canceled. And he'd be fined out the ass. People don't know. Rogue Warriors from the LPL got fined for like match fixing. They got fined like I don't know, like $2 million. I'm pretty sure he does not want to get fined millions of dollars just to, you know, sabotage his career and shit. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I definitely don't think, you know, as a vet in the game, I don't think Doublelift is stupid enough to do that kind of shit.
People
Like,
are so retarded, man. Oh my god.
Like, I think it's completely fine if you have a relationship with someone else in a different team. I mean, that's just like fucking human beings in life, you know? And just because it happens to be the TSM president doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, because at my job at one point, my manager was dating eventually she became his wife, and then they eventually broke up. But, you know, like, at work, it was professional. They didn't do anything. It was just work is work, and then outside of that, they have their personal life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
People are spinning this narrative that, oh yeah, he did badly on Team Liquid just so that TSM could take him back. What the TL were not even considering that. Oh my god. They weren't even it's like my brain is gonna explode with some of these people. Conflict of interest. Okay, people who read the fucking dictionary, it's not a conflict of interest. It's that's more like awkward. You know what I mean? That's kind of where conflict of like people who are 18 years old are trying to sound like some lawyer and shit. Get the fuck out of my face. Oh my god.
How do you think the team is gonna run with a part owner and someone dating the president?
I don't think she's gonna really have that much say though. Like, does she really have that much say now? I mean, to be fair, when they had Acadian and Greg switching out, I'm pretty sure she wasn't even involved in any of that. I mean, yeah, they probably passed it by her as an idea, but I'm pretty sure Parth just handles all that stuff. You know, she talked about on I think on Reddit or Twitter that all she does is really, you know, get the roster together. She sends offers to teams. You know, she does she's the more the behind the scenes person. You know, all that really just goes through like Parth and the new guy's song, and I don't understand like what got into people's brains that Doublelift sabotaged Team Liquid, who already didn't look that good anyway, just so he could play on TSM. Okay.
People are delusional.
Yeah, these are the same people that think that Fnatic could have been KT Rolster in 2018. Holy fuck. I'll go outside and hang myself.
It's so stupid because like esports is so big, and I just think that president is specifically with the esports side. Like you have to think about TSM has different esports teams, and then they have marketing, they have other stuff to do.
They're actually pretty popular.
Just because you're president doesn't mean that you're directly involved with it, and that's why there's a GM, and the GM is Parth. So if people want to point fingers as to how this move or why it happened, they should be pointing at Parth. Parth is the one who made the move happen, right? Whether or not you think it's good or not, Parth is the one who signed off on the deal. And just so happened that she's the president doesn't mean shit. She just happens to be entitled higher than everybody else, but then she has a lot of other responsibility, dude.
Okay, I actually have to go to a birthday party. Are you free tomorrow?
Free tomorrow. What time are you thinking tomorrow?
I get off of work at like 5:30.
5:30 our time?
Yeah.
Okay, 5:30 works, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I'll be home at like 6. Is that fine?
Yeah, 6 works.
Okay.
But then I can only do like an hour and a half.
No, it's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Alright, see you later, man. Sorry, guys, in the video, I had to, we're going to a birthday party. I forgot. My friend was like, I'm here. I was like, what the fuck? Okay.
Invite me, bro. I'm gonna come down.
Bro, yeah, we're gonna get some hookers. We're gonna get some strippers. We're gonna start having a black girl start twerking in the party. We're gonna get a rap video going. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you in part 3 of this podcast. Holy crap. Peace out, dude.
Hey, look at that! Look at that! No shit!
So, for this podcast, guys, I'm gonna take over this part and talk to you guys solo. Normally, I don't get a chance to really talk to you guys like solo unless it's outside of just discussion videos. But I do want to thank all the new people that just subscribed to the channel. Thank you for coming and being here, obviously. You know, I see so many people always saying that, you know, there's no content right now, and obviously they feel kind of lost without League content. So if you guys have obviously found the channel, then thank you. Obviously, you are not going to be without League content. I do plan on doing VOD reviews of a lot of the finals that just took place from the LCS, LEC, and LCK. And then obviously, since the only other competitive region right now that's going is the LPL, then I'll obviously just do, you know, match preview predictions on that, breakdown of their playoffs. Obviously, it's a lot of games for the LPL. They just played EDG versus FPX. We just had EDG RNG. I think it was World Elite and E-Star. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack from a lot of those Chinese games. So, yeah, since the LCK is over, LEC is over, LCS is over, then there's definitely something that we can still watch, which is the LPL. I might not be able to get to every single game, but I will try my best. And there's a lot of other things I still want to do with the channel. I got a lot of ideas planned. Obviously, you guys, if you guys have noticed, I just got a new logo for the channel, and I think I really, really love this logo. Like the last logo with the White Knight, I didn't really like it, not because it didn't look good, it didn't really come out the way I wanted. I wanted something, and the seller, I thought he was actually gonna do it, and then I was like, hey, I didn't really like this too much. He was like, that's all I offer. And I was like, well, okay, whatever. I'll just take my money elsewhere. So I went on Fiverr, and then I got another guy who was really, really, really good. Like, this guy is great. He made that logo. I love this new channel logo, man. This shit is popping. So right now, I am in the works about getting a new intro for the new logo, because I think that we have been growing on this channel a lot, and I think that I am ready to take that next step and getting something really, really nice for the channel, and this new intro and logo has been that step. And I really enjoy all the people that have come to the live streams. It really does mean a lot. I don't care if I have 5 viewers, I don't care if I have 3 viewers, I don't care if I have like 2 viewers. I just, you know, enjoy you coming. And hopefully we do more in the future. There's always going to be live streams from here on out. You guys love them, I love doing them. So yeah, hopefully when you guys do see the live streams, there's no set schedule. So when you do see the live streams, I ask you, please like the video. Just liking the video does so much when we're live streaming because it makes the video get more seen by people. If you have friends who want to chime in on the League of Legends discussion, obviously just ask them to be in, and then obviously, you know, we're gonna keep growing as long as you guys share, like the videos. All that's really gonna matter, and then we'll obviously get more bigger as time goes on. But yeah, that's what's in the works right now. I just got the new channel logo. That's already up. Then I got the intro coming up very, very soon. It should be done by today. I'm really excited to see it. Really excited to promote it in these videos coming up. The Discord obviously is there too. And Discord is there obviously because YouTube doesn't really notify certain people about when I post videos. Someone asked me, did I post an LCK final preview? I'm like, yeah, I did. I did it really early. I made sure because the LCK games are always tricky when it comes to my time zone, so if I don't do it in a timely fashion, then I won't be able to have my predictions up, and sometimes I want my predictions up for a certain match, and obviously I was wrong, like really, really wrong, but it's okay, you know, sometimes things happen, and you're wrong, and obviously, it's just how this game works, and yeah, that's all that really is happening right now. I know the biggest situation right now for League is the whole TSM Doublelift situation. Honestly, guys, I don't really think that Doublelift, you know, shafted Team Liquid in favor of going to TSM. Like, not to really dive too much into this because I think people are, you know, drastically overrating certain things. I think people are personally looking at it from a perspective that's not really the correct way, honestly. So here's how I'm looking at it. He just obviously didn't have a good split, and he didn't really care for Spring Split at a certain point in time. Obviously, he got motivated kinda toward the very end, not really, but I also think that people are trying to say that he shafted Team Liquid just to kind of give Team Liquid an excuse for having a bad split. I mean, they were already having a bad split, though. Yeah, it was in part due to him, but everybody else was playing badly, too. And I personally think that people are trying to scapegoat this Doublelift situation and obviously say it was because of this other situation. When in reality, I don't personally think that's true. I personally think that he just had a bad split. TL had a bad split. In a while, it's been their first real bad split since, like, what, 2017 summer? When they were in relegations twice, you know, for spring and summer. It's been a while since they've had a bad season. So, obviously, people are probably thinking to themselves, why did they have such a bad season? And, you know, there's a lot of factors. You guys all know the factors when you were coming into this spring split. And I personally think that you have to look at it from a perspective of gameplay. I truly believe he would have went to TSM regardless of her being there at all. You know, I just think that, and I have reasons for that. So Golden Guardians are not getting rid of FBI. Then you also have, who else? 100 Thieves. They're not getting rid of Cody Sun. They literally lost Cody Sun, did so poorly without him, now got him back, and then now got into playoffs again with him. Why would they get rid of Cody Sun? Evil Geniuses, theoretically, could be stronger with Doublelift, but you guys know about what Doublelift said on Hotline League about Zeyzal not being the strongest laner. I'm pretty sure he's not going to really like that in Zeyzal's perspective about, hey, this guy called me shitty. Yeah, do I want to play with this guy? Probably fucking hell to the no, hell to the no. Not playing with that dude. I mean, he's not that great, but I would have to agree with him. If someone, like, just went out on a show and just straight up called me shit and said I was bad at certain things, I probably wouldn't play with him. Though, you know, we all agree he's not that great at laning, but, like, just hearing that and then having to play with a guy like that, probably not. Okay, so it's 100 Thieves, EG, and Golden Guardians. No one's joining CLG. That's just it. Immortals, I mean, do I need to explain myself in that one? FlyQuest, I would like if they got rid of Turtle, but that's not gonna happen. And that's pretty much it. Like, Cloud9's not changing Sven. Team Liquid, he literally just left them. TSM and Kabe situation. Now, the whole Kabe situation, I'm not really too sure if it was his fault. I think he played pretty well. I think on some days he played better than Broken Blade and Bjergsen. But, I mean, the bot lane just doesn't get looked at, so it doesn't matter. You know? Like, they just don't get looked at enough. And I think that in playoffs, Kabe played pretty well. And I think that them disregarding his bad split, he didn't even really have a bad split though. Like, did he really have a bad split though? Guys, let's be honest here. Did he really have a bad split though? Or are people just overrating how underwhelming he was because they want to give Doublelift a pass? You know, like, no, he didn't have a bad split. From my own personal opinion, he did not have a bad split. I personally think that he had a pretty decent split. He's not the type of player that you guys are wanting from him. Was not the player you were going to get. I mean, didn't I say that before the season started? I mean, I'm a prediction god at certain things, you know? He was not going to be that player. Like, if you even bothered to watch EU, and this is why I always say, watch the other regions, you get your perspective into what these players are if they ever come to, like, North America. If you had watched Kabe all these years like I have, you know that he wasn't like that. You know he wasn't some Doublelift, Zen, Uzi, Teddy level ADC. You know what I mean? He's just a strong, weak side ADC. And to be fair, if you didn't think otherwise, I don't know what you really wanted, honestly. Like, what did you really want? I'm being honest with you. Like, what did you really want? Like, he did not play that bad, and I don't like when people said that. He played perfectly okay for what he was given him. TSM system literally sacks half their players, so, like, what the fuck's gonna really happen, you know? And who else did I forget? Oh, Dignitas, like, come on. Like, really? Come on. Like, so, I mean, pretty much his best option was TSM. Whether or not Lina was involved with it, just take her out of the equation. If it was literally just TL put him up, and this is the thing though, TL put him up for trade. How was he what? Okay, I want to fucking punch people, man. They're so fucking stupid. Like, people are so fucking stupid, man. And it's painfully obvious that TL offered it up because he had a bad split. TSM was like, this is our chance at possibly making Worlds of Doublelift. I can almost 100% guarantee you that happened. Want to know why? I've actually talked to Doublelift during the LCS, I think last year. He didn't come off like that person that would do that, you know? And this is just me having a big heart. You know, I'm a nice person. If you kind of screw me over, then I get a little mad at you. But I personally think that he wouldn't do that. And hearing the way Lina talks about, like, certain things, like, from watching her stream, and, like, watching her talk about Fortnite from a past video that I saw that she did, where she was trying to, like, you know, do some esports, what's that word? People were contacting her about Apex or some shit. I don't really know the context too well. But, yeah, they didn't seem like those kind of people. And you gotta factor in, people have to factor in, if that was ever the case, he would get canceled. If you guys are, like, what's that word? If you guys are familiar with cancel culture, he would be like our first canceled player. I don't think there's no scandal going on here. I think these, like, scandal rumors are so fucking stupid that TL offered him up. TSM took him. TSM was the best option. Who would you go to out of the teams I just listed? Golden Garbage, 100 L's, Immortals, fucking Dignitrash. Like, come on. Counter Logic losers. Like, where are you going? Please tell me where you're going. I just listed 5 shitty options and I gave you 1 good one. Which are you going to? I don't think Lina had any involvement in it. I don't think Doublelift did any of that shit. You can call me a simp. You can call me a Doublelift apologist. I don't really care. I've met him IRL and I can tell you from my own personal experience with him, he would not do that. You know what I mean? Like, people are reading a little too much in this situation. That's what's really, really pissing me off, is that people are reading too much into it and it's really not that bad. TL was already sucking. Don't try and make this the reason why TL sucked. TL was already sucking. Come on. Like, come on, guys. It's like, I'm not trying to be mean here, but the writing is clearly on the wall. They were already sucking. This was not going to be a good split from them. Let's take out Doublelift. Did Impact play really well? No. Did Broxah play really well? No. Did Jensen play really well? Yes. Did Tactical play really well? Kinda. Rookie split, I give him a pass. Did Core JJ play really well? No. Did the coaching staff draft really well? No. Look at all these writings on the wall. But, yeah, I'm going to let you guys go into the next part of the podcast, and then I'll transition it into the third part. The reason why I had to do that was because I got off work too late, and I just wasn't able to actually finish up. But, yeah, I thought I'd just give you guys this little special part of the podcast. And, yeah, I have my LCK videos set, and Spring Split's over for LCS, LEC, and LCK. So, in the meantime, I plan on doing, like, VOD reviews of the finals. Yes, I actually plan on doing it. Just give me a little bit of time. I'm really busy most of my time, even with the coronavirus going on. So, yeah, peace out. See you guys in the next part. It's gonna be like a little clip, and then I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Bye.
That's just a stupid boulder.
It's not just a boulder. It's a rock. A rock. A rock. It's a big, beautiful old rock. Oh, the pioneers used to ride these babies for miles, and it's a great.
LOL Podcast Season 2, Episode 18, actually. I'm joined here by Sven Darien. Is that your name?
Svensnaren.
So
Pretty much like Svenskaren without the K.
Okay. So, how long have you been playing League of Legends for?
Oh shit, I've been playing since Season 2.
Holy
So,
moly.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
been playing a hot minute there.
So what's your main role?
I kind of, throughout the past seasons and stuff, I kind of ventured out and everything to different roles and all that stuff. But definitely probably ADC right now. I definitely am. I don't think I've played one game in the past 40 games where I haven't played Jhin. So
Really? But I thought Jim was supposed to be not so good right now.
To be honest with you, in the rank and elo system, it's up until about master. It's all about how you play your champion. It's not really so much about the update. But I mean, I think I've won about 75% of my games so far, so I haven't had any issues with not being able to compete with other ADCs. But
All right. What makes you a Cloud9 fan?
what makes me a Cloud9 fan? Well, I definitely have fallen in love with Cloud9 since they popped up. The first roster with Meteos, Sneaky, Elimination High, and all them. And ever since then, I just had that urge to follow that team. It's just there's something about them that just kind of catches my attention over all the other teams, But yeah, I mean, they're definitely, since I've first seen them, they have nonstop made it somewhere, like it's whether it's playoffs to something or worlds. I mean, they've always been there. There hasn't been a time where they haven't put out. So I mean, they're definitely a solid team, and this year especially, Jesus Christ, I can't even fathom of how much of a powerhouse they are. It's amazing to me. The comparison from last season to this season is just ridiculous.
Well, like in 2019, they had something, like you could see it where they were trying to do something. It's just that they didn't have the caliber of players to pull it off, though.
Yeah, exactly. And for some reason last season, it's just all these whacked ass draft picks, and it seems like this season they kind of threw a lot of that away, and they're going with some actual picks, especially in the bottom lane. I mean, Vulcan and Sven, Jesus Christ, those guys, they know how to make shit work, and I don't think there's really a bottom lane that can compare.
I remember like the first part of the season when people were really doubting Cloud9. First game against TL, like the first few comments in the C9 Facebook group was just, man, glad we finally have some lanes winning.
Yeah.
The other comment was, man, haven't won lane in years. Oh my god. Actually, I have to ask you, so when it was announced that Sneaky was getting cut for Sven, what was your initial thoughts and opinions on that?
Well, at first, of course, like everybody, they were a little bummed out because it's obviously Sneaky. He's the last, OG of Cloud9. And but to be honest with you, I was kind of in the middle just because of the season before that. Sven was just dropping the ball hard. I mean, he with TSM, he threw so many games, and when they were in playoffs, he threw so many games, and it was just like I didn't know what his deal was, if it just wasn't the team for him, But I was definitely open minded to the fact that he'd be joining Cloud9 and all that. So I definitely gave him a chance, and he's definitely proven himself. I mean, he had the KDA of fucking God knows what in the beginning.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
he didn't die for like 5 weeks.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I mean, he definitely has proven himself to be what Cloud9 needed, and I think what he needed as a team.
I think that Sven's always been better than Sneaky. It was just that straight after G2 and Origin, he went to TSM, and I don't know what makes TSM such a death trap for a lot of players. I just don't know after all this time. Like, when players go there, they just suck and get worse.
TSM is the team where players go to die.
Oh, God.
Is practically what it is. And I mean, I actually have seen recently, and I'm not sure 100%, but I have seen that Doublelift is in talks with going back to TSM.
That's true.
And yeah, and to be honest, that's where players go to die. So
you go to when people always say, "Would you go to NA for your careers to be over?" No, you go to TSM and your career is over.
Yes, they're the team that takes players that they just kill.
Oh, good lord, it's just I don't know. So like, I was willing to give TSM the benefit of the doubt back when they had Santorin and Dyrus and they lost to the Season 5 World Championship. How they got just fisted in the asshole by every single team there. And then after that, they're like, okay, we need to rebuild, restart. They got Doublelift, they got Bjergsen, they got Yellowstar, they got Hanser, they got Svenskeren. I was like, okay, you know, they might be still kind of bad, but at least they have a good roster. Then they fail in spring. Not really. Well, they do kind of fail in spring, though. People forget. They were bad in the regular season, though. It was bad for them. And then playoffs, they almost win the title. And then after that, they get Biofrost, and they're considered one of the best teams North America ever had. It's hard to say. Would you say that the 2016 TSM with Biofrost is comparable to the C9 we have now?
To a point, I think so. I would definitely agree with that. Like I said, to a point. I mean, to be honest with you, 100% honest with you, I haven't paid attention to TSM for a very long time.
What made you not want to do that?
I don't know. Their whole team. I never really liked Reggie at all. He definitely pushed me away from the team. I mean, rest in peace, Red Card Reginald. But
my God.
yeah, I mean, I definitely stopped paying attention to them after Dyrus left, just because I liked him as a person and a player. He was definitely a solid top laner for the time that he was there, and you know, it's just kind of one of those things where after that, I mean, Bjergsen's a good player and stuff, but he doesn't catch my eye. He just doesn't put out the, I don't know, the
flashy plays like Nisqy does.
Yeah, he's kind of just a basic North American mid laner, I feel. Like I said, he's got the skill, he's good, but I feel like he's really just kind of stagnant right now.
You see, a lot of people were talking about that too. They were saying that he doesn't really do anything more special than anybody else does. But my friends call me crazy. I'm like, he's kind of he's been the same for so long, you know?
Yeah. I feel like he hasn't improved, and he hasn't you know, gone backwards. He's, like I said, he's just kind of gone stagnant. I mean, every time I see him play, it's pretty much the same stuff over and over again. One tricks. I don't feel like his pool's very big. I mean, he's got the Zillion, the LeBlanc,
Syndra.
Yeah, it's like a couple of champions, and then that's pretty much it. You know,
he reminds me of a player like Nukeduck. He reminds me of Nukeduck from Origin. They're just the same. They're literally the same player.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my God. Well, what would be your favorite moment from actually being a Cloud9 fan?
My favorite moment was probably the first time they went to Worlds. Just because I was so excited to see that happen, and it happened so quickly. I mean, a team that just comes out of the blue and is able to get that far. I mean, it's just it proves something. You know, it says something about that team that we might be the underdogs, we might be the new blood, but we are definitely something to watch. And you know, it's a disappointment that they didn't win anything. But the fact that you can make it there, get there, it says something about you, you know?
What will be your worst moment?
Oh, Jesus. Trying to think. It was definitely, I think my biggest disappointment was last season, the
Okay.
whole season. Just because, like I said, the picks were kind of just like some random ass stuff that it just seemed like they were experimenting the entire season.
Mhm.
And they didn't really give anything to watch or to impress, you know? I mean, the bot lane was pretty much a just survive bot lane is pretty much what it was. They didn't really do anything too much earlier mid game. They died instantly pretty much in every fight. And then, you know, Svenskeren, he was definitely something that was good for the team, but I don't feel like that specific lineup was good for him. Because it was pretty much like him trying to make stuff happen that just it wasn't happening. But definitely I feel like this season Licorice, Niski, Blabber, Vulcan, and Sven are just like you can just see them play and they're so in sync, and it's like they know what each other are thinking, and that doesn't come along very often with teams. I mean, once they start losing little fights here and there, it just seems like they just scatter to try to get anything they can, and I think that's what is definitely putting back a lot of teams right now from TSM or not TSM C9. They're a unit, and everybody else is just solos.
When it came into the split, what was your biggest disappointment after the split was over?
Like this split?
Yeah, what was your biggest disappointment after this split was over? Like, did you have a player that you thought was going to be really good when the split started and he just completely fell flat? Was it Crown, Broxa?
Definitely Broxa. Broxa was probably the biggest, and I'm not saying this to bash him or to put down his name, but the fact that he came in here, he was supposed to be what TL needed to slay people. And I feel like this season was definitely not their season. I don't think they had the practice. They didn't have the synergy. They just kind of threw him in there. The first game was understandable. I mean, he just got there. He's fucking nonstop played, and he went to play and he bombed, and that was pretty typical. I was expecting that because he didn't have much practice at all with him. But once it started going through more and more of the season, he improved a little bit, but not to my expectation. And I don't know if that was just the other players were just like nothing was syncing, or it was just him, but I'm definitely looking at him for the next split and for next season to be something for Team Liquid or whatever North America team he plays for or whatever. I definitely think that he can do something next split or next season.
Because I'm gonna do a solo TSM video, but this is my thing I was gonna ask is do you think with Double F going to TSM, I personally think that their ceiling is incredibly high if they can actually reach it. I think TSM and TL could be that second and third place team that could challenge Cloud9, because you have Bjergsen, Double It, Broken Blade, Dardoch, and Biofrost. That seems like a pretty good team to contest C9, but it's just that afterthought, which is, oh, they're on TSM. It's just something always goes bad. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. It's like the cursed team, kind of.
It's crazy, because they were on top.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure, wasn't it last season they got reverse swept?
They went to the finals, yeah.
Yeah, and they got reverse swept. Wasn't it them?
Yeah, because I went to the spring 2019 semis for Cloud9 versus TSM. I was like, all right, we got there, 2-0 lead. All right, cool. We're about to go home. Game 3, let's wrap this shit up. Nope, reverse swept. I was heartbroken, man. At that point, I thought to myself, going on the ride home, I was like, we need changes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be that guy in that moment and say, oh, no, change this player. After I thought about it more and more and more, it was like, yeah, we need changes. This is just not working. And then, yeah, we beat CLG. That's what we expected. CLG sucked in summer. Like, CLG were just bad. We got to TL. I predicted 3-1 for C9. They're like, you're just a fanboy. I was like, no, I'm not. They're going to win. Fuck. They get, oh, god damn, that game 4. Oh my lord! I was like, they're doing it. My prediction. I'm a prediction god. Nope. I'm just a loser behind a screen eating Doritos and shit. So after that, I was like, changes, please. Worlds comes around. Should you say more if you need changes? And then you post in the C9 group, hey, we need changes. No man, I love Sneaky. He makes me feel good. All right, I was like, dude, stop. This is not a fucking circus where you just put a bunch of clowns in and just make people laugh. No, this is a team where you want to win.
Yeah.
So what did you think, like, when the group was going crazy when Sneaky got kicked for Sven?
My first thought was, of course, obviously it sucks, but I'm not gonna sit there and like rage about it or just like give up on the team completely.
Some people did. Remember, I have screenshots of people saying, no, I'm done with C9. We go like 4-0 the first like 4 weeks. They're like, I'm back on the C9 hype train. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's I was definitely open-minded to the changes with you know, the support, ADC, jungle, all that stuff. And last season, I remember when Blabber was actually put in. He was kind of mediocre. He would do good. He would do kind of not so good stuff. But I feel like that was mostly just him being not stage fright, but he wasn't used to playing at that level and that, you know, that reaction of being thrown into a professional league live in front of all these people and on a big stage. It's just it's a lot to take in for people who aren't used to it. And this season, I mean, he has absolutely stepped up his game. He is like by far amazing compared to last season, and I feel that he definitely deserved the MVP that he got. He, like I said, he just nonstop put out all split long, and I think that's definitely something I was looking forward to, was how Blabber was going to play from last season to this season, and he definitely impressed me.
Who would you have in your MVP, Nisqy or Blabber, or did you have another C9 member?
To be honest, I really liked how Vulcan plays. The man plays aggressive, he plays smart, and he just knows how to keep his ADC alive. I mean, that guy was probably the best money ever spent on a player.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
because like when the season first started, and then Jack's like, "Hey, I bought this player for a lot of money." You're like, "Why did he pay a lot of money for a player whose highest achievements was 3rd place in the LCS, Gauntlet, the Spring Split? He didn't make playoffs, and then at Worlds got like pretty much destroyed." I think going to Worlds made him better. Because you saw what he was doing in those clutch games. I was like, this guy's insane. C9 gets him. I was like, oh, I think that's an upgrade over Zeyzal. And then Zeyzal goes to EG. Most people can agree that EG is, you know, not that good.
Yeah, they're a mediocre team.
Yeah, they had all this hype going in. Yeah, we're gonna. The lady in their video said, "Yeah, we're gonna destroy Team Liquid." You don't have to do that. They did that themselves. It's really crazy how TL is like, "We're going to destroy the LCS again, and you guys will just have to be kneeling at our feet." They literally destroyed themselves before the split started.
Yeah, they absolutely shit the bed.
So I was gonna ask, for players like Jensen, since he was an old C9 mid laner, do you think he can reach those highs that he did on C9? Because he kind of did. He won 2 titles on Liquid. He left C9 to get them. But this split, he was good, but not amazing either.
Yeah, he definitely, I don't know, to be honest with you. I think he's a decent mid laner, yes. And, you know, a lot of this negative impact on a lot of the players on TL, I definitely feel, is Doublelift. And I'm not saying that because of how he plays or whatever, but his attitude. I feel like he's toxic. I feel he has such a high ego that he's negatively impacting his team that he's on. And I've seen videos where Jensen's called him out and other players have called him out on he's such an asshole. He just flames everybody on his team, you know? He argues with them all the time about stuff. He just thinks he's top notch, and this year it's shown that he's dropped on that food chain.
Because people keep telling me that, oh yeah, every team he leaves, he goes and destroys that previous team where he left them. Now, do you actually watch like traditional sports like basketball, football, hockey, shit like that? Not all of them. Yeah, okay, so as we know, narratives like that eventually don't happen anymore. You know what I mean? Like, let's say he did, okay, so he left CLG, eventually he crushed them. He left TSM, eventually he crushed them. Just because he leaves TL right now for TSM doesn't mean he's gonna just crush Team Liquid. You know what I mean? Like, people are getting into this like, oh, he's done it 8,000 times before, he's gonna do it again. No, eventually that's gonna stop. This could be the time where he leaves for a team and he just, it's not gonna happen.
Yep.
Like when people said back in the day that it's always gonna be like Celtics Lakers finals, eventually it didn't happen. Eventually we got the Warriors winning championships. That definitely made a lot of people mad. Holy crap! Remember?
Yep.
Yeah, man. People were not happy about the Warriors winning. That's like they have a lot of strong personalities, like Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, players like that have strong personalities.
Yep.
Oh my lord! But what did you think? What did you actually think about Keith's support? I have to ask every person.
Who?
Keith's support for Golden Guardians.
Oh Jesus.
That does not sound good.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed at all.
Yeah, I just don't know what the hell they were thinking, honestly. Like
it seemed like a fucking last second, oh shit, grab this guy from the crowd kind of move,
Oh crap! Back in the day,
oh, our support didn't show up. Just grab that guy. That's what it seemed like.
Let me take that autofill support role guy. Fucking plays brand support. Can't land a skill shot to save his life in my solo queue games. Good lord, man! I've seen some shit in the back in my day. Holy crap! Oh lord! What other region do you watch besides North America, or do you not watch the other regions?
I watch EU, just because I like G2.
Yeah, I love G2, man. That's fuck. They do the cocky shit talking the right way by winning. Yeah,
they definitely put their
money where their mouth is. Is that what you say?
Exactly.
Yeah, yep. back in the day sayings and shit.
Yep.
I'll be honest here. I have Fnatic guys that I'll talk to on Saturday. I'm gonna be nice right now. I don't really care for Fnatic too much.
Yep.
A lot of people.
They are definitely I feel like a dying breed.
Oh god. Well, okay, that's gonna be a hot take. So why do you think that?
I feel like they just don't perform the way they used to. It's kind of like, you get players, you play with them, and throughout the years, they get old, they get
rusty.
Yeah, they get rusty, and it just feels like the entire Fnatic organization just does that. I don't know. It's just ever since, I definitely watched, when was it when they were in Seoul?
Oh, fudge.
I think it was
2018.
Like 2 years ago. Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Okay.
So they were in Seoul and they played there and completely just dropped the ball. I mean,
yeah, they dropped to IG, right? Yeah, I remember.
They didn't put up a fight. They didn't do anything. Whippo, that man, for some reason, has no damn eyes. He is such a bad top laner at knowing his surroundings. It's not even funny. He just goes all in, no vision, just does it. And he gets constantly shit on by the enemy jungler, and they know it.
Oh, God. It's weird, though, because... Okay, so here's my thing with Fnatic. It's so weird, because every iteration is different, though. Because you have the Huni Reignover version, you had the versions before that with Cyanide and Xpeke. You had the version with Gamsu and Spirit. They had Kikis at one point. You have it with Caps, the Caps era. Now you have this era Fnatic. So, the 2018 era Fnatic, to be honest, dude, you watched EU. Remember there was that split where they got to the finals with G2 had trash Yarnan and trash Wadid?
Yeah.
Those two are shit. Those two are straight dog shit. Everybody, because they know I'm a fan of G2 and Cloud9, they're like, how do you feel about G2 getting Yarn and Wadid? I was like, it's horrible. It's just bad. It's just bad. I didn't sugarcoat shit. That shit's horrible. I was like, we're not winning any titles this year. I called it that year. I was like, we're not winning shit this year. Yarn and Wadid oh fuck. They were worse than Attila and Jack Troll. How does that even make sense? And then
Yeah.
got destroyed in the finals. They lost to fucking Misfits in the quarterfinals. I was like, all right, I thought we were still make Worlds because, I mean, they faced Schalke in the regional qualifier, and I was like, all right, whatever. I even predicted back then, this is before I had a channel, I even said they're not going to beat RNG. How could I be wrong? They're like, you're a fan. No, it's not logical. They should have not beat RNG. Perks even admitted they got lucky. Whatever, they beat RNG. You knew they were not going to beat IG. IG just beat KT Rolster in that really close best of 5. They're not beating no IG.
Yeah.
Perks went on Twitter and he was like, yeah, man, 6-0 against IG with my Yasuo pick. God. Good God. They got ass raped, destroyed. And then, they built a super team and then the rest is history. But Fnatic is a team that can beat people worse than them, but they just can't really do anything to the better teams personally.
Yep, definitely.
I just don't think that they have. It's not that they don't have caliber players. It's like something mentally destroys them when they play against those better teams.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just don't really care for them too much, though. Like, a lot of people in the Facebook group are like, man, you should respect Fnatic more. They're really friendly to Cloud9. What the hell? What the fuck? Like, I don't even think I heard words correctly out of people's mouths. I try to think when people say something, they're just trolling, but these people actually think what they're saying.
Yeah, it's amazing sometimes. I read some of the shit and I'm just like, what?
What was the craziest thing you ever read?
The craziest thing I ever read. Let me think here. I've seen some pretty stupid shit.
Oh God! Yesterday, a dude said that TL never beat Fnatic. I was like, okay, you are talking out your ass. Good lord, they literally had to beat Fnatic in 2018 MSI to have a chance at a tiebreaker. All right, so how did we get a tiebreaker again with EU if TL didn't previously beat them in one best of 1? Then they beat TL. Then obviously TL beat them again at Rift Rivals. He straight up said in his comment that they did not ever beat Fnatic. I was like, you are talking out of your ass. Guy, like, what? I have to some days question my own sanity when I read shit like that. But yeah, you watch EU, you watch LPL, LCK?
Yeah, not so much. It's not that I don't like to watch the actual game.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand not being able to understand what's being said.
But they have the English broadcast, right, with Atlas and shit like that?
I have never seen that. Every time I try to find it, I can never find it. It's always some new one.
Hold on, I'll get you a link for it so you can watch it now.
Absolutely.
Now the LPL, the LPL relies on a lot of the players making mechanical outplays. But for EU, did you watch EU all season long or just the good teams?
I pretty much just kind of watched G2.
Yeah, they're like the only team I really care for. Like a lot of the Fnatic fans, oh my god, dude, holy crap. They want to do their best to overrate their team as best they can. Man, we have the best support in the world. We have the best top laner. You guys don't know. You guys were stuck in groups. Oh yeah, because your group had a 2018 Fnatic's group was 100 Thieves, G-Rex, and fucking IG. Yeah, Fnatic really had a hard time getting out of that group, dude. Oh god damn. Remember fucking H2K at 2016 Worlds?
Yeah.
Remember they had Probably said their group was hard. I was like, Probly, shut up. You were a liar. You had INTZ, AHQ, and EDG. EDG played so bad, they should have cut off their hands for how bad they're playing. They're just shit. How is a group hard with an LMS team and a Brazilian team? That's the definition of not hard at all. I was like, What are you people saying? What is this? Like, why? Like, just admit you have an easy group. Like Splice last year, the coach was like, no, this group is hard. No, just admit you have a hard group.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yep.
But people are just delusional. That's not even like gameplay wise. It's like Splice, FPX, J Team, and Gigabyte Marines. Oh man, such a hard group, bro. Man, holy crap. That sounds so hard. Like an LMS team and a Vietnamese team. I mean, like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely something.
But I was gonna ask what do you watch outside of League? Do you like DC, Marvel, Star Wars, anything like that? TV shows, baseball, football?
I do watch a lot of Marvel stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, actually, right now I'm watching a show called Dave on Hulu, and that shit's funny as hell.
So
It's
when
definitely-
we got to the Avengers Endgame, did you like the movie?
Yes.
Okay. So if you had like a top 5 MCU movies, what would they be?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
I'm pretty
think
sure
the last-
you like the standard good ones like Winter Soldier, Civil War.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What's the worst one to you?
In DC?
Yeah. Oh, Marvel. We'll go to DC
Oh,
next,
Marvel?
but yeah. The worst like
Um,
MCU movie.
I definitely did not like the Spider-Man movie.
Right? That shit was boring. That shit was right.
definitely not
I thought I was the
good.
only one. I was like, this is not good.
I
I thought I was the only one. My friends always say I'm tripping on balls. I'm like, this shit is bad. Like it's not like I also give it like a B- on a good day, but
Yeah.
it's just boring. Like it's definitely not good.
No, it's really not.
Bro, half the movie was this dude oh my god, it's boring. Like the best scene of the movies was when Val Kilmer was my Michael Keaton was he was in the car and he's like, I take care of my daughter right now. And you get in there, have a good time. He's about to kill his ass. Oh my god, that's a gold scene right there. Outside of that, movies, fuck that movie. Movies, ugh. Spider-Man fans, you hate my Spider-Man movie. I love Tom Holland. Don't you talk about him? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I swear, like when you're watching a bad movie, but you know it's a bad movie, but you know most people will think it's good. That's what Homecoming is.
Yeah, I definitely didn't like Homecoming.
But it wasn't
Or Far From Home.
I haven't
Definitely
seen Far From Home yet. Don't tell me it's bad. Good lord.
not. Let's just say the original Spider-Man is a lot better.
Yeah, Spider-Man 1 and 2 are definitely better. Like the best. Those are definitely the best Spider-Man movies. But I liked the Andrew Garfield version, the first one. The first movie. The second movie sucks. The first one
Yeah,
actually.
And the thing about the Spider-Man movies is I like the original ones just because all the new movies, for some reason, doesn't matter if it's horror, if it's like fantasy or whatever bullshit you watch.
Mhm.
It's like every single movie now has to have some like funny punchlines all the fucking time.
Yeah, right? Like, you're having a serious moment, you're discussing dialogue, the one fat cringy kid who eats Doritos. Hey man, does your mom like me? What the fuck? What kind of dialogue is that?
It's so annoying now. Like you can't have anything anymore. I don't know. It's just lame.
But for MCU, for me, I don't know, what's the worst one? Thor the Dark World, Iron Man 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp? That's pretty bad.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
I don't know what people say. They're like, no, dude, you're crazy. It's good. It's like, no, it's not. It's literally not good. Oh, fuck. Okay, so I think I kept you too long. Holy crap. Yeah. So anything you want to say before we close out?
Pretty much just thanks for having me on here, man. I appreciate the ad and having me on here and everything. It was definitely fun talking, and I'd like to do it again.
Sorry if I kept you too long.
Nah, you're good, dude. You're good.
On Tuesday we run the podcast at 6 and 6:30. Okay.
Okay.
Generally, when they're there, just talk and chill. And then if you're gonna be on from this point on, this is not like a expectation, but the LCS is over, so it's like LPL and LCK, so just be a prerequisite if you're gonna show up. But I've been having to like just change some stuff up. But yeah, it's been nice having you on, and yeah, that's it, guys. See you guys later. Bye. Have a good day. Peace.
Thanks, you too, man. Later.